Good evening. Now, I have come inside because it is red hot and I have maybe had a little bit too much sun today. So I'm going to be running the class from inside. But if you guys are outside, I'm very happy about that. Just make sure you've got your water and your towel. It's a lot more core focused than some weeks when we do a mixture of core and cardio. The first one's going to be a circuit. I'll explain more when we look closer at getting started. But for the moment, I'm just going to let you kind of get set up and get ready as we've got another minute or so before we have to start. But I'm inside because I've had maybe a little bit too much sun and I have a pale complexion which doesn't like the heat. Okay, and I'm scared if I go in the sun for any longer, I might get what you call sunstroke. And it's actually colder inside than it is outside. Another minute. Just getting yourself ready, getting everything set up. Enjoying those sun rays if you're outside. I'm just going to sort this out. All right. Everything is set up. We are almost ready to go. We'll just wait until the clock strikes 12 or 6 o'clock. And then we'll get moving. So, like I say, we're going to do a circuit first, okay? So there's 10 exercises in the circuit. And you're going to move between a cardio type exercise and a core exercise. And you'll keep alternating every time. All right, so it's going to start with a cardio-based exercise. Then it's going to go to a core exercise, etc., etc. Till you've done all 10. Once you've finished all 10, there's another little round to do. And then we'll start again. All right? We have hit 6 o'clock. So, most people are out enjoying the sunshine. Don't blame you. But we're going to get started. So, we're going to do mountain climbers first. And we're going to do mountain climbers for 30 seconds. Then we're going to lie down onto your back and you're going to do sit-ups, full ones if you can, or half ones if you need to for 30 seconds. All right? Then we'll go back and you'll come up onto your feet and you'll go into jogging on the spot, and then we'll go down into bicycle crunches. So they're your first 4. I'll show you all the others as we go on. All right? But we're going to do mountain climbers first. So come down into the press-up position and we'll look at getting started. Okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So mountain climbers, not too fast because we're wanting to focus on that core. So just a nice steady speed, but not dead slow, but not dead fast. Just somewhere in the middle, just so you can feel that core. You can squeeze it nice and tight, but still we're trying to raise that heart rate. Okay, so you've got 10 more seconds, maintaining that speed, squeezing that core nice and tight. Then you're gonna lie down onto your back and you're gonna do sit-ups. Okay, 3, 2, 1, down we go. So you're lying on your back. All right, sit all the way forward and relax back down. Sit all the way forward and then relax back down. So we're doing this for 30 seconds, a nice controlled speed all the time, so nothing too fast. I want you to really slow it down as you lower your body back down towards the ground, and then you use that core to help you sit back up again. You've got 5 seconds, then we're gonna jog on the spot. Okay, so come up onto your feet and let's get jogging on the spot. 30 seconds, so just start nice and steady, and as the time moves on, we're going to slowly raise the height of those knees, just to build that intensity that little bit more. Okay, so you've got 15 seconds, so let's bring a little bit of height into those knees now, increasing that heart rate a little bit more, getting that blood pumping. 5 more seconds, and then we bicycle crunch. 3, 2, 1, down we go. So you're lying on your back, opposite elbow, opposite knee. Keep squeezing that core nice and tight. Taking that leg nice and low to the ground and really getting your elbow as far across as you feel like you can. Squeezing those abs, that's your focus. You've got 10 more seconds. Then you're going to stand up and we're going to go into some star jumps. All right, 3, 2, 1, up onto your feet. And we start jump. Jumping those feet nice and wide, taking those hands nice and high, and we repeat for a full 30 seconds. Okay, after this 30 seconds, we're gonna go down and we're just gonna hold the plank for 30 seconds. Okay, we're really gonna set that position so we know what we're doing for the remainder of the class. Okay, you've got 7 more seconds. Keep jumping those feet wide and those hands high. Squeezing those abs nice and tight. And then let's go down into the plank. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So your feet are together. Your shoulders are over your elbows. And then your hands are separated and in line with your elbows as well. That keeps your hands separated. And it makes the plank that little bit harder. And just squeeze that core nice and tight. You've got 10 more seconds. And then we're going to stand up. And we're going to do 30 seconds of crisscross squats. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Crisscross those feet. Land in a squat. Crisscross, squat. Keep crisscrossing and sinking nice and low in that squat. Keeping a nice proud chest and a nice tight core all the time. You got 15 more seconds. Then you're going to lie down onto your back again. And we're going to go into pulses. Okay, so you'll have your feet up in the air. You'll pulse your hands up to your toes and back down. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Down we go. Feet in the air. Pulse, relax. Pulse, relax. Really squeeze that core as you pulse forward. And you should feel it in the upper abs. Okay, so squeeze, relax. Squeeze, relax. You've got 10 more seconds. And then we're going to stand back up. And we're just going to do some normal burpees. All right, so keep it going. Pulse and squeeze. Pulse and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Up onto your feet. Burpee, stand up. Burpee, stand up. 30 seconds. Keep burpeeing. Out and back in, and just stand up. As you jump the feet out behind you, squeeze that core nice and tight. And then stand fully up tall, and then you repeat. You've got 10 more seconds, then you've got one more exercise in your circuit, okay? And it's going to be plank steps. So you'll go back down into that plank, and we'll step one foot out alternatively. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Step wide, back in. Step wide, back in. The wider you can step those feet when you take them out, the better. As long as you keep those hips the same height all the time. We don't drop them because that'll use your lower back more than it will your abs. I want everything to be going through that core and those obliques. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Okay, so you're going to get a full 30 seconds off because that's a long circuit round. And then we're going to come to 4 exercises that we're going to do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So you're doing 40 seconds of one exercise and then a 20-second breather, and there's 4 exercises to do in that format. All right? So we're going to do leg raises first, full 40 seconds of leg raises, and then just relax. Okay? Lie down on your back. Start with your legs at the top, because that's always the best place to start, because you can control it with your core more. All right? Hands on the back of your head. Take your legs as low as you feel like you can, and then bring them back in. Let's go. So 40 seconds. Control those legs down to the ground, and then slowly lift them back in. You're always in control of your movement. You never go too fast. Keep that core squeezed nice and tight, and bring it back in. All the way down, and then back in. It's good stuff. All right, so keep this going. You've got just under 20 seconds. If you can take your legs all the way down, take your legs all the way down. If you just need to go halfway, just go halfway. All right, you've got another 5 seconds, then you get 20 seconds off. 3, 2, 1, good stuff. So you get a 20-second break. Now I want you to lie onto your side, and we're going to stay on one side and do your hip dips for a full 40 seconds. Okay, so you'll be on one side, you'll dip up and down like that. Full 40 seconds on, and then 20 seconds off. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you start at the top, lower down, pulse back up. Lower down, pulse back up. Repeat this for 40 seconds. Not going too fast. Really feeling it on the inside. So you can squeeze and then lift. Squeeze and then lift. Lower, squeeze, lift back up. Always keeping those hips pushed forwards. You've got 15 seconds before we stop. So keep that core really squeezed nice and tight. Keep lowering and raising as high as you can. You've got 5 more seconds. Keep working. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. So you should really start to feel that in your side. Good news is we're going to change. Bad news is It's the same thing, just on the other side, all right? Because I want to work those obliques together. So we're going to go in 5 seconds, exactly the same movement, everything's exactly the same, we're just on the other side. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Dip, pulls back up. Dip, pulls back up. Keep that control all the time. Never go too fast, so you're not in control of that movement. You want that core to be under tension for as long as possible. The slower you go, the longer your core's working and under tension. You've got 20 more seconds. Keep the rhythm you've got. Keep the speed you've got. If it hurts, it's working. Okay, as long as it doesn't make you feel like you really need to collapse, let's try and keep it going. You've got 10 seconds, then you get a 20-second break. Keep it going, 5 seconds, it's good. We're nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, there's one more in this round before we move on. So you're going to be lying on your back with your feet up in the air again, but this time you're going to do reverse crunches. So you're lying down with your legs up, your hands are by your side, and you just pulse your hips up and back down. Pulse up, back down. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pulse up, back down. Pulse up, back down. 40 seconds. Really try and think about your hips coming off the ground and back down, and that's it. You're not bringing your feet back towards your head. You just push your feet up towards the roof and then come back down. Crunch, relax. Crunch, relax. And this is a real good burner for the lower part of your abs and your lower stomach if you get that movement right. It's not a big movement at all. You've got 10 more seconds. It's a small movement. If you're not moving far and you feel like you're doing it wrong, you're doing it right. Okay, I know that doesn't make much sense. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff, and relax. All right, so you should have felt that quite a lot in the lower part of your tummy. You've got full 40 seconds now just to relax. Make sure you have a drink, especially if you're outside, because it is baking. And then we're going to start the circuit again. Okay, so we'll go into those controlled mountain climbers, then your sit-ups, then your jogging, going into high knees, then your bicycle crunches, etc. All right, but you've got 15 seconds just to let your core relax a little bit. Let your heart rate come back down to a more normal speed. And then we're going to get moving. So 5 seconds, controlled mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. So you're not going 100 miles an hour or as fast as you can go, but we're not quite going really slowly. You're just going at a nice controlled speed, taking one knee up at a time to that chest, squeezing those abs nice and tight. Now, because we're in round 2 and we've done quite a lot on your core, you should be feeling it a little bit in those abs. Okay, you've got 5 more seconds, then we're going to go down into your sit-ups. 3, 2, 1, lie down on your back, sitting all the way up, chest to knees, control yourself back down. Sit up, control yourself back down. And we keep this going for 30 seconds. Really try and squeeze that core, focus on it as you relax. We're trying to work that core as hard as we can. You've got 10 more seconds, and then we're going to stand up and we'll go into that little jog on the spot to start off with. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You're on your feet, we're jogging. All right, when we get to 15 seconds, we're going to start to increase the height of those knees, which will raise that intensity and get us a little bit warmer. Okay, start to bring the height of those knees up. You've got, 15 seconds just to keep that height. Keep squeezing those abs. Let's go a little bit higher. Come on, you've got 7 seconds. Build it a little bit more. Bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Back down we go into your bicycle crunches. Okay, let's go. Crunch, across, back in, across, back in. Take your spare leg, nice and low, to the ground. Squeezing those abs as you move across. Relax as you come back in, and then we go again. Okay, keep alternating each time. We've got 10 more seconds, and then we're going to stand up, and we go into those star jumps. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 30 seconds, star jump, jumping those feet wide. Keep thinking about that core. Keep squeezing it nice and tight. Okay, because you'll still work your core doing these, as well as get that heart rate up and build that intensity. The wider you can take those feet, the better. Keep taking those hands nice and high. You've got 5 more seconds, then we're going to your plank. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. The normal plank. Elbows and toes with your feet together, your hands separated and in line with your elbows, and then your shoulders over your elbows. And just keep squeezing those abs, having your hips in line with your shoulders. You've got another 10 seconds, just to keep it squeezed nice and tight. Control those breaths. And then we're going to stand up and we're going to crisscross squats. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Crisscross, squat low. Crisscross, squat low. Bum down to knee level at least. Keep that chest proud, keep that core tight. It's always your focus, remember. And just keep nice and quick on that crisscross, sinking nice and low in that squat. You've got 10 more seconds, then you're gonna go into your pulses. All right, so a couple more reps, and then we'll go down onto your back. 3, 2, 1, down we go. Legs in the air, pulse, relax, pulse, relax. 30 seconds, focusing on those upper abs, squeezing them nice and tight as you pulse up. Stay in control of that movement, okay? Push those shoulders up and then control them on the way back down. And it's your abs that control that movement. You've got 5 seconds, then we burpee. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Burpee out, back in, stand up. Burpee out, back in, stand up. You keep this going, you repeat this movement for 30 seconds, then you do your last core one, which is plank step outs. All right, but for now, focus on those burpees, keeping that core nice and tight as you jump those legs out behind you, and back in and stand up. You've got 5 more seconds and we plank with your steps. 3, 2, 1, let's go down into that plank. Once you're settled, step and then back in. Step out, back in. Keep those hips in line with your shoulders. We should have that drilled into us now. That plank position should always be the same. You never drop those hips, you never raise those hips. You always keep it solid. You've got 10 more seconds. It's good. The wider you can get those feet, the better. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Okay, that's round 2 of the circuit complete. So just take a good breather. You've got your 30 seconds. Then we go back into your 40 and your 20. All right? So we'll start with your leg raises for 40 seconds. Then you get 20 seconds off before we go into the first side plank hip dip. Okay, but you've got 10 more seconds before we look at getting started. Was good. Right then, lying on your back, putting your legs up into the air. 40 seconds, having your hands on the back of your head. If you can take your legs all the way down, let's do that. 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Squeezing that core, every movement. So all the way down and all the way back up. Those abs are squeezed nice and tight. There your focus. The reason I keep my head forward is because that keeps my lower back a lot more neutral to the ground. All right? You've got 20 more seconds to keep working hard, to keep those abs under tension for as long as possible. As soon as those legs come back into the top, they go straight back down again because we're trying to keep that core under tension all the time. That's how it builds. That's how it gets stronger. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. And relax. So you've got your 20 seconds off. Then we go into the side plank and we do your side plank hip dips. All right? So just get yourself ready. Kind of get yourself into the position. You've got 5 seconds, then we're going to start. This will hurt a little bit more on that inside, but we can do it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Start at the top, lower down, pulse back up. Lower down, pulse back up. Now, more often than not, everyone starts on their stronger side. So this should be your more confident side. You should feel like you can control the movement better and keep that position. All right, stay focused on that. Keep thinking about the bottom side of your abs. All right, the oblique that's facing the ground, and squeezing that nice and tight every time you pulse down and back up. You've got 10 more seconds just to keep that going. You're doing brilliant. You've got 5 seconds. Then you get to relax. 3, 2, 1, and just take it easy. So you've got 20 seconds. Should have fell out on that side. And then we're going to swivel around and do exactly the same, but off the other side. Okay, you got 10 seconds, and then we're going to start. So, stack your feet, up we go, hips straight, and let's dip. Dip, pulse back up. Dip, pulse back up. We're in this for 40 seconds, so get yourself comfy. Now this might be the weaker side or the less confident side. Don't really have a weaker side. So just focus a little bit more on that movement. Slow it down a little bit if you need to, just to really get the feeling in that oblique. Really feel that squeeze and that crunch. You're doing very well. You've got 10 more seconds. Now I'm on the carpet, which is a mistake because I'm slipping. You've got 10 more seconds. I'm going to keep it going because we're in this. We're all in this together. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. I'm not going to do that again. So, you get 20 seconds off, and then you're onto your back, and we do those reverse crunches. All right? So you'll have your legs up in the air. You literally lift your hips off, just a little bit off the ground, and back down again. So those feet push up towards the roof. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pulse, relax. Crunch, relax. Okay, just push those hips off the ground, bring them back down. You can use your hands a little bit to give you that leverage, because it's quite hard to do it without. And you just push them up towards the roof and just come back down. Okay, it's not a leg raise, so you're not moving your legs lower. Your feet are always facing the roof. Okay, you've got 15 seconds. Keep working, you're doing brilliant. Keep them abs squeezed. They're still your focus. All right, you've got 5 more seconds. Come on, you can do this. 3, 2, 1, and relax. That's good, that's a hard 40 seconds. All right, we're doing that one more time. Okay, so all your circuit, and then those 4 exercises, 40 on, 20 off. All right, we're doing really well. But you've got 20 seconds, and then we're gonna go. So just make sure you have a little drink, make sure that core is nicely warmed up, and let's really try and focus on that core a little bit more in this last round, because it's gonna start to fatigue, your lower back's gonna wanna take over. Okay, but let's not let it. That core is staying nice and strong in this last round. 5 seconds, mountain climbers first. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's not your fastest, but it's not your slowest. Okay, it's a mixture of the cardio and core elements. So just squeeze them abs nice and tight as you punch those knees up to your chest and back out again. And you should feel those abs as they're working hard now to keep you in that position, and they're crunching and squeezing every time you raise a knee. You've got 5 more seconds, then we're going to do your sit-ups. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Sit all the way up, and then all the way back down. Sit all the way up, and then all the way back down. And we keep repeating this for your normal time of 30 seconds. Okay, I've put you halfway, so you've got 15 seconds. Now what I want you to do is really slow the sit down, so they're coming back down a bit. So less reps, a lot more controlled. And you should feel it in those abs a little bit more. Jogging on the spot. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're up onto our feet. Just jog. Just a nice steady jog. When we get 15 seconds in, we'll push the height a little bit more. All right, we're coming up to that 15 seconds. So a little bit more height. Let's do it. Build it. Raise that intensity. Work hard. Squeeze that core. Should still be an ab exercise. You got 5 seconds. Then we bicycle crunch. 3, 2, 1. Down we go. Onto your back. Opposite elbow. Opposite knee. Take that leg as it goes out straight. Really nice and low to the ground. All right, you do really well. Elbow across. Squeeze the abs tight. And you should feel them start to fatigue. You're working your abdominals and your obliques. Working them hard. You've got 5 seconds. Let's keep it going. Star jumps are next. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Star jumps. Feet wide, hands high. Core squeezed, nice and tight. And we keep repeating it. This movement and maintaining this speed for 30 seconds. You got 15 more seconds, then we're down into that plank. All right, now you remember the plank. Feet together, Hands separated, elbows under shoulders, hips in line with shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Let's go down into it. Set in that position. Set it early, and then we optimize the time that we're in it. So it's 30 seconds, just holding it. Control those breaths. Start to bring that heart rate back down a little bit. Then we're going to shoot it straight back up in the next one, which will be crisscross squats. That's in 10 seconds time. So just keep those abs, squeeze nice and tight, maintain that position. 3, 2, 1, we're up. Crisscross, squat, crisscross, squat. And let's keep this going. 30 seconds, and then it's pulses next. So you'll be lying on the ground with your feet up, and you pulse your hands up to your toes. That's what's coming next. But for now, focus on these crisscross squats. Crisscross quickly, land low, with a nice proud chest and a nice tight core. You've got 5 seconds. We've flown through this one. 3, 2, 1. Down we go. Legs up. Pulse. Relax. Pulse. Relax. Okay, hands to temple. All hands over your head. I don't mind. Pulse up. Relax. Control your body with your core as you come back down. So it shouldn't be too fast. Should always be controlled. You've got 10 seconds, and then we're up into your burpees. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Burpee out, back in, stand up. Burpee out, back in, stand up. And we keep going for 30 seconds. We don't stop until this 30 seconds is over. Squeeze those abs. Feel it. Working hard. You've got 10 more seconds. Then we're down into that plank to do those step outs. And that'll be the last exercise of your circuit. All right, 3, 2, 1. Down we go, into that plank. Get set first, then step. Step, step. And we keep going for 30 seconds, and then you get a little breather. You've got 15 more seconds. Keep those feet wide. Every time you step them out, those hips don't move. They stay the same height all the time. You got 7 seconds. 5, keep going. Wider. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. So you've got your 30 seconds off, and then you've got your final round of your 40 and your 20. And this will be your last round. Okay, your time has flown by. Okay, so tonight's been a much more of a circuit style class, but you know, we're always wanting to keep it different. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to your leg raises. We do 40 seconds of those, followed by a 20-second rest. Right then, lying down, legs up, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lower those legs down, raise them back up. Lower those legs down, raise them back up. Squeeze those abs nice and tight. If you take a little look at me while you're doing it, you can see what kind of speed we're looking for. Remember, that core wants to be under tension for as long as possible. Okay, so you lower those legs down, keeping them straight, nice and low to the ground, and then bring them back up. If you just need to go halfway, just go halfway. If it's just a quarter, it's just a quarter. Whatever works those abs the most. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. So you've got 20 seconds off. And then we're going to your side plank pulses on each side. 40 on, 20 off. Okay, so a little drink. You've got 5 seconds, and then we're going to do it. So choose your side, move into that position. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lower, pulse. Lower, pulse. Keep those hips pushed forward. Keep squeezing those obliques and that core nice and tight, and never let your body bend. So you never want to let your hips move backwards. Always keep your legs straight if you can. If you need to, this spare hand, hello, up at the top, can come down to the ground, and that'll actually enhance your focus on your obliques. Okay, so it can actually help you feel it more in the area we're working on. But if you're confident enough, let's keep it up. Okay, you've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good, relax. So 20 seconds. In that time, swivel around. Take a drink if you want it. Water is key. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. 5 seconds. Up we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Hip down, hip back up. Hip down, hip back up. Squeeze those abs. Squeeze that oblique. Remember, you can put that other hand on the ground for support if you need to. And it's not a bad thing because it can enhance the feeling in those obliques. Okay, but if you want, keep it up if you're confident enough. You're doing well. You've got 15 more seconds to keep pulsing away. If you're feeling it in your shoulder, let's just really try and focus on your abs. Okay, change your point of focus. Change where your mind's thinking about. You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good stuff. So you've got your last one after a 20-second break, and it's those reverse crunches. Okay, so you'll be lying down with your feet up in the air, you pulse your hips off the ground, pushing your feet up towards the roof, and then you control just back down again. Minimal movement, okay? Maximum results. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pulse, relax, pulse, relax. Now this is your last 40 seconds, so make sure that core's working hard. Make sure you're squeezing them nice and tight every time you push those feet up towards the roof and those hips come off the mat. Push, relax, push, relax. And we keep this going for another 15 seconds. Push, relax, push, relax. It's good. You've got 10 more seconds. Let's keep it going. Pushing, relaxing, pushing, relaxing. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. And relax. Oh, that should have warmed the core up nicely. So it was a lot more core focused. I feel like there was a lot more core than there was cardio, but that's good, all right? And it was different format, different exercises, just to keep that core guessing and keep it working hard. Well done tonight. Thanks for joining me, despite the beautiful weather. It's going to stay with us for the next 2 weeks, so you might as well get used to exercising in the heat. All right, good work. Class tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, is on as normal. Good stuff, and I'll see you then. Bye.